In preparation for the processing, I had dug a few holes out in the woods to take care of the chicken heads and the guts. Let me tell you, that is a sight that I am not going to show on video or even a still photo of. You can imagine for yourself what a hole in the ground slowly filling up with entrails and chicken heads looks like. Processing chickens is not the fun part of homesteading. This is, in fact, my wife's least favorite thing to do. It's chicken processing day here at Simple Moon Farm. Wendy and I are going to be doing this as a team. We're not going to show you any of the actual process, but I wanted to show you how our setup is going to work. The chickens have been moved up here where it's more convenient. They're about 9 weeks old, and it's been about 24 hours since we gave them their last meal. Their first stop will be the killing station. I know Wendy isn't super keen on doing any of the killing herself, so I'm going to probably get to do that for all 25 chickens. This is kind of neat. It's a magnet to hold a knife, so after you're done you can put the knife right there. It's real convenient. Don't have to stab it into the wood or lay it on the ground or anything like that. From here it goes into this big pot, the scalding station. That loosens up the feathers so they're easier to pluck. And this is our plucker. We've got it positioned kind of downslope so all of the water runoff doesn't get in our way for other things that we're doing. It's got a hose to spray water in there, and convenient outlet for the power. The hose, by the way, goes from the hydrant and gets split, goes up to the outdoor sink. After the birds have been plucked, we'll do the major evisceration here. Plenty of extra buckets for the guts and any extra bits that we don't want. We will be keeping the hearts, livers, and feet, and Wendy needs to use them in some way, I think for stock. We've got another table over here, so we can both be working and not get in each other's way. The coolers have ice to chill the birds down before we bag them, and at the end of the day, put them in the fridge. After moving our meat chickens, we had room to expand the electric net fencing to encompass more of the grass for our laying flock to scratch around and enjoy. Now, we've got a perfect gap here in the fence to put a gate so we can have good access to Wendy's garden on this side. We're making progress, but it's slow progress. We don't do this very often, so we're taking our time, and it's better to do things the right way than to try and rush through to beat some sort of record for chicken processing. Plus, right now, I had to exchange the propane tank, so we're waiting for the water to heat up again. It doesn't look like we're going to finish all the chickens today. Here's the way Wendy and I have been working on this. I've been killing the chickens. Wendy's been in charge of scalding and the plucking process. She also needs to keep the water temperature at the right range, right around 140. And that's a little trickier to do than you might think. Anyways, after the chickens are plucked, and she usually takes the feet off, and then I'll do the major evisceration, and then from there, Wendy will do the final cleaning and getting out the lungs, and she takes off the neck, and then we put them in the coolers. So we're doing it. One little mishap I wanted to mention, and I don't think this has happened to me before. The livers and hearts have all been looking really good on these chickens, but one of the gallbladders broke and just got amazingly bright green goo all over it. So we threw that liver away. I got a photo, I'll try and put that in here. Anyway, something new every day. There's just 6 chickens left. We're calling it a day. These will get finished tomorrow. I forgot to mention one other thing that Wendy was in charge of. She was in charge of reminding me when I needed to clean my implements, cutting board, and the countertop surface. We'll see you tomorrow. It's the next day. We let our bagged chickens rest in the fridge for about a day before we move them to the freezer. If you're raising your own meat, having enough freezer capacity is a consideration. Overall, I'm happy with how our infrastructure has worked for us. I do think I want to get a towel bar for the outdoor sink. These side shelves were helpful, but I think a towel bar would be a good addition. The gray water, I guess it's called, from the sink, just got tossed out into the woods frequently. You can bleed out a lot of chickens before having to dump that bucket. I do wish we had better water pressure from the yard hydrant that we're using. We were having to turn the water on and off at the splitter, so we'd have enough for the outdoor sink or for the plucker. In preparation for the processing, I had dug a few holes out in the woods to take care of the chicken heads and the guts. Let me tell you, that is a sight that I am not going to show on video or even a still photo of. You can imagine for yourself what a hole in the ground slowly filling up with entrails and chicken heads looks like. Processing chickens is not the fun part of homesteading. This is, in fact, my wife's least favorite thing to do. We retired early to live this lifestyle, and I was joking with her yesterday that this is what we get to do for the rest of our lives. It's been a couple days. Wendy got a lot of stock canned for us. After cleaning up, we moved things a little bit around back here. The sink we flipped upside down so leaves wouldn't catch into the basin and just make a big mess. Help keep it a little bit cleaner over the long term. This got cleaned up pretty well. We're ready again for next year. We kept a record of the post-processing weights of the chickens. 3 of the 25 chickens were over 7 pounds. The precise calculation for the average weight was 5.972 pounds, so basically 6 pounds. If anybody out there has considerable experience processing chickens, let us know if that's a pretty good result and maybe what we could do better to have an even better result next year. Thanks for watching. Remember, your dreams are closer than the moon. Thanks for taking this trip around the moon with us.